So, we had left at the top of the round. Lovelace.
Okay. I wanted to get off and remove 2 things from her. Did I have room to do that in my turn after shooting twice?
Yes, you had your bonus and your move.
I spent my bonus and move removing the grappling hook and the hang glider.
Okay.
And handing her something to keep in her mouth. I'll get to that in a second.
The hang glider was badly damaged.
I didn't get a chance to repair it?
No, it's only been a few days.
Okay, then yeah, just the grappling hook and the rope.
Okay.
I never did go through my whole list of inventions, but what I've been saving is it's a hollowed out nut, like a large acorn or walnut, that I have put a potion in and sealed, designed for Lovelace to hold in her mouth and break on command and drink the potion.
Okay.
I have one of these prepared. It's on my sheet. I hand her that thing.
Okay.
Because it's not a potion for me, it's for her.
Right.
Her action is going to be her climbing down off the scaffolding and working her way into the melee.
Okay. Toward the Pit Fiend or one of the other Horn Devils?
Toward the Pit Fiend.
Okay.
I don't know how far of a climb it is, but he can climb.
Yes. It's about 60 feet.
Down or entirely? Because we're elevated, remember? We're in scaffolding.
Yeah, it's 60 feet down.
Gotcha.
And the lateral measurements are...
yeah, she climbs down and... Yeah. I'm guessing that's her whole turn is traveling that far?
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, okay.
Would anybody like to activate their legendary action at the end of Lovelace's turn? All right. The Pit Fiend has had about enough of all this shit. With the mighty roar, it no longer bothers attempting to break the magic circle. It is just going to beat the bejesus out of these annoying little primates.
Isn't that still tied up?
Yeah, he's restrained. He has no movement, but he doesn't need it.
All right.
It lets out a rage-filled howl. Anybody speaks a whistle, your ears are beset by the vilest of a language that transcends cursing. It is the language in which curses are spoken. Well, I didn't take all the good rolls. We left some really crap ones for the Pit Fiend. So, Stan, without your armor, is a 16 gonna hit you?
I think so.
Sorry, say that again. There was loud type.
Yes, it does hit me. I'm rocking a 14 right now.
Okay. Well, I have some bad news for you and Joe Sunmore. So you take a bite and a tail slap. It reaches over you with its claws and the mace that it's holding. Just reaches over you to Josun Moore and delivers a double strike to him. And on the interior of that, and brings the tail around. I'm going to need you to make a DC 21 Constitution check. I shouldn't have told you the DC. Give me a Constitution check.
All right. I think I always have Aura of Protection going. It's just, it says you and friendly creatures have a +3 bonus to saves. Or is that something I have to activate?
Oh, that is an aura. That is you walking around, Stan. Everybody feels better.
All right. So plus my Constitution bonus plus the Aura of Protection bonus. Ah, 9. At least it wasn't a 1. Gotta roll the 2.
The magic circle does give you advantage on saves for this. It is still stuck in that damn magic circle.
21.
Exactly what you needed.
Woo! Just enough.
Once as you hear from back in the back, you're welcome, Stan.
Thanks, Ingrid.
Well, you do not become poisoned, and that's really good. The really bad news is you are going to take 50 points of, 25 points of piercing and 25 points of bludgeoning damage from the bite and the tail slap itself. Josun Moore takes a similar amount of damage, by the way, and it is evident from the behind you that he doesn't share Paladin hit points.
Yeah.
It's squishy class. Either way.
That is the end of the Pit Fiend's turn. Would you... Oh, it pulls a potion out of its belt and drinks it, and you see some of its wounds close.
Sure.
Bonus action. At the end of the Pit Fiend's turn, is anybody spending any legendary action points?
Can we activate the half dragon?
You could.
I vote that.
I'll wait till my turn. Let Allison do the cool thing.
All right,
Oh,
Stan,
yeah.
that will be 3 points.
Take him.
Baroness Marshall, Aberline Deluxe will spend a bonus action to activate her fighting spirit. She will just wings level, tilt him down, and glides right in. Great sword ready to strike. And it does. She forgoes advantage on each of her strikes in order to get more strikes. And she just goes to town. She goes directly to town by the fastest route. You cannot even follow the course of this 8.5-foot blade. It is moving so swiftly. And again, it's so pretty. Like every strike, it's like a small piece of art. And she wrecks it. In one round, she has dealt 1 horned devil's worth of damage. The horned devil that is left begins a summoning spell. So it starts to cast a conjuration. And it is not done by the time it ends its action. Would anyone like to spend legendary actions after that?
I'm gonna do it after my turn. So.
Okay. Well, your turn is now.
Awesome. So let's try that again with the higher level wall of. Can we call it wall of daggers, even though it's cloud of daggers? More like a brick of daggers at this point.
You could.
So I'm casting it as a 4th level spell, which goes from 4 to. I just figured this out. One moment. A scroll, and that's 4 to. Yeah. 6 to 8d4 damage. If it's. So I'm casting it on the Pit Fiend, like, chest-ish area, like, mid-body mass.
All right.
It doesn't get a saving throw. It takes damage slashing damage when it enters the spell areas for the first time, or it starts its turn there. So.
All right. Roll your damage.
That is 8. Back machine. This is a really pissed off song is what's happening here. That's 15 damage.
All right. See some of the blades biting deep, others breaking on its infernal skin.
So, and then I'm also, for the record, backing up a little bit. I'm closer than I want to be.
Close. Ah.
A little bit closer than I need to be now that he's on the ground. And I'm going to activate Jubal.
Okay.
See if he can take care of that demon that's trying to summon something. There. Horned devil.
Jubal is indeed a tactician. So he knows that thing needs not to be able to summon help. He appears directly beside it, seemingly out of the shadows themselves. He's still barely distinguishable from the shadows, and he is. The thing is flying in place, and he shows up right about here on it. Knives down, rapiers down, and those will be auto crits because it did not know that was coming. Doesn't die, but it does need to make a constitution save. Actually, it needs to make 2. It made it. Just barely.
Disapprove.
No, I take it back. Oh, yeah, it does, because the second one doesn't get the sneak. Balls. It takes them and continues calling out infernal names. Diamond.
I did.
Oh, you just went. Sorry. David.
Yeah.
Pit Fiend still... is the Pit Fiend that's summoning or a different one?
It is the lesser devil that is summoning
okay.
now.
Well, we can't have that. So, yeah. Well, that's being taken care of. I'm still shooting the Pit Fiend.
Okay.
Is it still in the circle?
It is still in the circle.
21 on the first one.
That is a hit.
And a 17 on the second.
After that first hit, he knows exactly the direction the next one's coming from, and can get his wing up in time to bat the arrow away.
Uh, 24 damage.
You have begun to get his direct attention. Bonus actions, move action.
No, not yet.
Okay. The end of David's turn. Any legendary actions spent?
Can I send somebody else after the summoner?
If you have the points to spend.
I haven't called anybody in a while.
Do it.
Can
I don't know
we
who's available.
can we take a second and list the ones who have not yet been activated?
Yes.
Yeah.
Please.
This round, Josun Moore has not. So you can activate them twice. That's spend your points.
I want whoever's nearest to him so they can definitely get there and spend their action wailing on it.
Jubal, again, is the closest.
Okay. I have no objection to that.
But he has expended his first Alpha Strike advantage as that kind of character. Just saying.
Okay, who else is who's?
There's Sangrid, Desireen, Chalcedony. They're all in range.
Sangrid.
Okay. So that was her reaction that she just spent. Now she is spending an action to try it again. That girl brings all the counter spells to the party. And this time, the rising heat between the creature's palms and the names that were echoing in the room dissipates.
Haha.
Stan.
So, my first action, I'm going to use a bonus action and cast Shield of Faith. A shimmering field appears around me, and I get +2 to my AC, making it 16.
Okay. That's respectable.
So two shields. Animated shield and Shield of Faith.
A note that I forgot. Sangrid had a pool of temporary hit points that she could expend for damage from you. Because you are... Let me make sure. Yeah, you're within her range. So she would have knocked 10 points off of each of those hits.
Okay.
She gives no fucks about Josun Moore, so he just has to take it.
So 10 off of both of them, or 10 off of one? Sorry.
10 off of each hit, so 20 total.
Damn. All right. All right. I'm going to take a swing with my hammer.
All right.
I
Ready for you. It knows you're coming.
Do I still have advantage?
Yeah, it's still stuck in that damn circle.
27, the highest.
That is a hit.
And I'm also gonna blow it on this. I'm gonna blow my only third level spell slot on Divine Smite.
Okay.
I'll be right back. I gotta put the snake back.
All right.
Which gets me 5d8 in total for this game. So that.
Solid.
So that's just my divine smite. That's not.
Smite damage, not weapon damage.
Yeah. And I realized I wasn't adding my +2 from using it to my hammer two-handed before, so doing this now.
Good.
So a total of 32 between the with that hit.
Nice. Nicely done, Stan.
All right, I begin to radiate and glow, and then a thundering pounding. And I have one more hit, right?
Yeah. You sure do. 26 is a hit. If you'd like to go fishing for crits, that
Nope.
advantage.
Didn't get it. So I don't have any more third level spots. So I'm gonna just go with it straight. How is he looking, this demon, this devil?
He is a creature who achieved his rank through murder and combat. And it's
Right.
he's weathering the storm. Like, you definitely just fucked him up. But he's a warrior. This creature is made for this.
He should be very happy.
He gets the chance to kill a holy person. What a great day.
A chance.
So I'm going to spend a second level spell slot to screw this guy up even more. With more divine smite. So this will be weapon damage. And then 32 again, but with blessed dice.
Stan, remarkably consistent.
Wait.
Yeah, you like every hit is resounding contact. Like, these are blows that would fell 3 normal mortals. And while the creature is not happy to be taking them, they're not crippling blows by any stretch of the imagination. It's getting mad about it though. Like, you are still its least favorite person in the room.
And I'm right up in your face. All right, that's my turn.
At the end of Stan's round, any points to spend? If not, top of the round, Lovelace.
She spent her last turn climbing. Is she on the ground now?
Yes, she's at ground level, heading through the crowd.
She bites into the nut and drinks the juice inside. The juice inside is a potion of growth.
Excellent. I love that that's our go-to. Like, that is a great go-to as far.
Let's make the giant crab more giant. This is a good idea.
That's not a giant crab. This is a giant crab.
I imagine you then listing all the synonyms for giant.
Well, It's more that he's categorized exactly what size that is. Like humongous or whatever he has decided. Listing them is inefficient. Like, no, this is humongous. Gigantic is a different measurement.
I approve.
And yeah, she runs toward the fiend.
Okay. She will get there. I am going to go ahead and... Oh, well, what's her movement? Actually, I should say.
Her speed is 60. I mean,
Okay.
sorry, 30. Her max speed is 60. If she, runs. Her
But
speed
in
is 30.
her current form, she has reach, and her magic claw attachment gives her more reach. So she is going to be right behind Josun Mur, going up and over the orc and Stan, the half orc and Stan. Just whoosh.
This is really very lovely.
Roll
Is
that
she
20.
going to attack this turn?
Yeah, she can make the reach. She has like 15 feet of reach right now.
No, I meant just like time left in her turn, because she's moved 60 feet.
If she doesn't charge.
Oh, that's
Charge
just, that. Oh, I'm learning. 1, plus 6. Does a 20 hit?
It does. You do have advantage. You may go fishing for crits.
Sure, why not? Nope.
But a 20 is a hit. It is barely.
11 damage and a grapple check. Now I get to do the math on the grapple check.
Well, do that math. It rolled low.
How is a grapple check usually done? Are they rolling? They just roll against something?
Yeah, opposed athletics.
I have advantage on strength checks
Okay.
because she's enlarged.
It is strength based.
Okay. 15.
No good.
Mm.
She gets a hold of one part of its hand, and then it reaches down and starts to grab her claw, and she realizes it's going to get the best of this really fast and pulls back.
Smart girl.
Right. Hand control in grappling is the first step to domination.
Let that be a lesson to you kids out there.
Any
Indeed.
right? That's straight out of the mouth of my my wrestling coach back in the day.
That's it for her right now.
All right. The Pit Fiend once again attempts to break through this
It's starting to get sad.
infuriating magic circle that this abjuration specialist has put up, and it cannot. Oh, wait. I was looking
Did it
at...
take damage? Doesn't it need to take damage?
I was looking at the wrong creature's spell. Or wrong creature's... This time it does. Sorry, I was looking at the Horn Devil saves. It wouldn't have made it. Pit Fiend nails it.
Pit Fiend also needs to take some damage, though, because he started his turn in a cloud of daggers.
Roll it.
21.
21. So it's still embroiled in shards of metal. It spreads its wings, pushes outward, and finally, flash of white light, crooked crooked shafts of blue through it, the circle falls and the runes dissipate around it. And it gives a really big smile straight over to Stan. It says, "You all just got in line to die." And it drops a wall of fire. Because you all stood in a straight line. So everybody in that aisle to the stage is going to need to give me a reflex save.
So Lovelace too?
Yes. And let me actually make sure that that's actually how the spell actually works. So I don't
Actually.
get 3rd edition stuck into 5th edition. Would not be the first time.
I'm not seeing reflex.
I'm sorry, not reflex. It would be dexterity.
Fantastic.
Right now, I know I'm doing it wrong.
18 for Lovelace.
Yes, it is a dex.
Well,
And Struana.
Is gonna try and be lucky. Try that again. That's not that lucky.
Okay, everyone involved is going to take 31 fire damage.
Minus
Struana?
what? I have a fire resistance thing on.
Half.
Okay,
Resistance is half.
thank you.
nice.
An 18 didn't clear it?
No.
Damn.
Pit Fiend, man.
Yeah. Said 31.
And then it flies over to flank Jubal with its friend. I believe that's all it can do. I don't think it can multi-attack its spells. Okay, that is correct. It doesn't get to trade out spells for attacks. So it is, however, flanking your buddy. And does anyone speak Infernal? I've been saying Abyssal, but Infernal is actually the language it's speaking. Still a no?
No.
Okay. As it flies over, you see it briefly fish out a single Delta copper piece and say something in Infernal, and then put it back in its pouch as it's coming in to do some damage. That will take no insight check for the first time you see Jubal actually emote. It's not pleasure. It is dismay. Any legendary actions at the end of the Pit Fiend's turn?
Who is Chalcedony the... One of these was a druid, as I recall.
No druids. Chalcedony is the mistress of the purveyor of the feast.
Okay, thank you.
Desireen was a cleric, and though Struana doesn't know it yet, don't forget the voice of the voice.
Yeah. And if Struana doesn't know it, then it doesn't make any sense that I could do that. I think David's the only one who can do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a rule mechanic you don't usually have access to. I don't know how much meta to let you have, so. But anyway,
who's that right there?
that's Desireen, the cleric of the fertility goddess.
My brain's like, what's she even gonna do?
Oh, she's a cleric. There's also Sunny, who is an ASMR. They are celestial beings. Well, semi-celestial.
Okay,
There.
that might help. That's like hold with fire. Does anyone mind if I use points to activate him?
No, they're your points. Do it.
Activate the hippie.
The hippie has been shuffling people out the door, unfurls his wings, leaps into the air, and calls out proudly in Celestial. If anyone can understand it, it is essentially a treatise to be gone, and then casts banishment.
Alright.
No, foulest.
At the hands. All right. Now to cross-check the numbers. I'm dramatically doing math. Oh! Son of a bitch got it by 1. No good.
No.
The creature holds its ground. You see a wave of something, some sort of. It's almost like 2 sound waves competing as the spell begins to move through the devil, and it just hunkers down and solidifies its place here, and that's what happens. Bonus spell, healing word, everybody in the fire. Actually, everybody who has taken damage, including up in the rafters.
I want to move. I want to move out of the fire.
Okay. He
I
can't
don't know
move
when
you
I
up,
can move.
but he can give you 11 hit points back.
I think that Stan needs them more than I do.
Everybody gets them. Everybody gets 11. Yeah, you just have to be within range. Calls out a glorious celestial word. La. Clear, ringing voice. You can almost hear the trumpets behind it. The horned devil is going to duck through the door and down into the bar. And or the dressing rooms. He's in the green rooms. See it just fly straight through one of the doors, and it breaks line of sight with you. You can hear once again inside the room the sound of infernal names being chanted, and that ringing begins once again. Anybody like to activate a legendary action? If not, after the Horned Devil's turn, it will be Diamond.
I was getting all caught up in what was happening, and I've totally sort of lost track of what is going on.
You're standing in a wall of fire.
Yeah, I'm not going to be standing there anymore. But,
when you start your turn in that wall of fire, you do have to make a dex throw again.
Okay, well, we'll start with that then. And see where it goes. This 9 probably doesn't help me out, does it?
It does not. That will be 21 more fire. Aren't you so happy you killed?
No, it will be 10 more
So
fire.
Yes. Yes. Aren't you happy you murdered a beautiful creature on a lost island and wear its skin?
Yes. Yes, I am. I'm not sure why you're being facetious.
What's not to be happy about?
So
From there.
I am going to move. I'm just figuring out what the heck I'm going to do because I got lost and I had an idea and then I lost it.
Okay.
Brains?
CliqClaq is on deck.
So, I read 2 different Pit Fiend things. Are they resistant to fire or immune to fire?
Immune.
Okay. Then that doesn't help me any.
It'd be a hard life in hell if you were only resistant to fire.
That's fair. Can you ping where the other horned demon devil thing has gone?
It disappeared through that door right there. You're dressing, actually.
I didn't see that ping. Oh, I see an arrow. Went that way. Okay.
It's in the star rooms.
Well, I am going to shoot. Invisibility or gaseous form? What seems like a better idea? So gaseous form means they basically can't hit you, but invisibility, they see you once they hit you. A lazy version of that.
That's true.
But
gaseous form also stops you from casting various spells.
Oh, that is more of an escape thing, isn't it?
Yeah, no verbal components.
Sorry, y'all. I was totally caught up in, like, what's happening next? Like, I was watching this and not participating. No, it's really hard because fire is not going to do me any good. No good. At all. Yeah, okay. I'm going to Guardian of Faith. Then. There is no reason to hold back that I can see.
Yeah, this isn't that kind of fight.
No, really, really not. So, Guardian of Faith. Yeah.
Sure.
And have him go on. Got a 10-foot reach. It's 20 at radiant damage. Only takes half damage if they succeed at a dexterity save. And I'm moving me, putting it basically on top of the Pit Fiend.
Okay.
A glittery David Bowie. A Ziggy Stardust.
Right, down from the rafters as though he had been there the whole time. And is it any creature that just ends up within that area? Or does it have to move? Or what's the trigger?
Any creature hostile to me that moves to a space within 10 feet of the Guardian. I'm literally putting it within 10 feet of that guy.
Okay.
The Pit Fiend.
So any movement will provoke that damage. But until it moves, it won't. Just so you know. Because it has to move to it. That's the Guardian part of it, I think.
Okay.
I'm
just low-key. I like.
It's there.
My intention is to sort of keep it near Jubal.
Yep. Any movement it makes, and it takes a lot of movement to get itself out of that range because of its size.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Bonus
have
action.
no bonus actions.
Okay. The end of Diamond's turn, or at the end of Struana's turn. Would anyone like to spend?
How many points was Sunny? 3?
Sunny was 2.
2. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm just going to use my extra one to activate Sangren, and then
Okay.
my turn over.
Sangrid will cast Magic Circle.
Yay!
Oh, but this time he's having none of it. As they start to fire up around him, he just stomps right down on one of them, points at the slinky black-dressed woman with the white hair, says, "No more!" David, you're up.
Me? Oh, okay. CliqClaq sees all this happening, swears something in technical jargon under his breath, hooks the grappling hook on the scaffolding, hooks the rope into his belt, and rappels down to the ground.
Okay.
I
will
have
take athletics or acrobatics check for that.
That'll be acrobatics.
Okay.
It will still be terrible.
Do the silk dancer spin.
If he does, it won't be intentional.
Right. It's beautiful depending on how far above the ground you stop.
Right. Wow. 7.
So you stopped exactly 5 feet too far down.
Thomas?
Yes.
The grappling hook has 50 feet of rope, and you said I was 60 feet up.
Yes.
If that helps your narrative any.
Hence the cursing.
In that case, you're going to take half damage because the rope at 10 feet... Actually, no, you're going to take a different amount of damage because you're only going to fall the 10 feet. And that's not even correct. All right. So you unfurl down to the end of the rope and then just do not keep hold of the rope at the end. So you stop for a second. You end up prone and 3 damage. Bludgeoning. That could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
Right.
How much of my turn is left?
Points worse. That's your move. Bonus action to hook the grapple.
Okay. I have room for a spell.
Yes.
I point toward the room where the guy ran off to summon. Mutter an incantation, do a gesture. The ground opens up, and rushing out of it comes a giant octopus riding a dire wolf.
I see nothing wrong with this.
Conjure animal. Two rating 1 animals.
I don't
You're recently in an underwater area, so this makes sense that it would be on your mind.
What?
You had recently been in an underwater area, so it makes sense that this would be on your mind.
Sure. And they're racing off toward the conjurer.
So this is how big an octopus?
Valid question.
I just need the picture in my brain.
15-foot reach.
Wow.
Yeah, it doesn't actually give measurements.
And the wolf is dire wolf, regular wolf?
Dire wolf.
Dire wolf? Okay. So it's basically a giant wolf that has been grappled by something terrible from the deep. But they both seem to be on the same side.
Cthulhu and Bolto are here to fuck you up.
Right? Because they're working as a team, the octopus's head is right on top of the other head, so they're both...
Yeah. It's like a helm.
This is how we get stories about chimeras.
Okay. That will be the end of your turn when they show up? Or do they get to act now?
It's the last thing I do is summon them, and they go charging off after the summoner, and I'm done.
Okay. I don't know what I'm going to use as a token for that, but
Oh, you don't have that ready?
you caught me. You caught me. I have a lot of stuff ready. That was not on the list. So let me.
Oh, they get their own initiative.
Yes.
Oh, this is going to be weird.
So, long story short, you hear a fracas erupt from that room. A lot of continuing attempts at chanting with barking growls and that sort of sound that you get when you pull a sucker off of the window. Thanks for keeping it weird, CliqClaq.
Oh wait. They got a 20 initiative, by the way.
Oh, good. So all the animals go at the beginning of the round. Okay, so Stan, what do you do? You just saw that happen.
Right.
Your wall of fire. Oh, at the beginning of the round, please make a dex save.
11.
That's not going to do it. So 27 points of fire damage.
Ow.
Stan's looking a little cooked.
Yeah, he's getting the hell out of there.
A little cooked, a little poked, a little beaten.
So I got out of the wall of fire. I can't quite get to him, or get to it, the devil. I'm gonna do cure wounds on myself.
I don't think that's a waste. Don't forget, there's a cleric on the list of NPCs. Just gonna throw it out there.
So, in my spell casting ability, charisma. So I get a little bit of hit points back. I think it goes faster than me. Oh, I don't like it. That's 6 points. Not really a whole lot.
You can cast that at higher levels, you know.
If I had any spell slots.
Oh, right. You smote them all.
Well, I have 1 second level spot.
Okay.
Left.
And you still have lay on hands, too.
Yeah.
All right, so that's your action, your movement, bonus action.
Can I take a potion from my bag of holding to drink?
Yes.
Can I drink it, or can I only get it out?
No, you can drink it.
Okay, I'm going to use potion of fire giant strength.
See, I thought you were going to go for a potion of healing. No. A potion
I don't
of
have a
hurting.
potion of healing.
Oh.
You should. We had a whole bunch that we split pretty evenly.
Stan does end up being the most likely to get swung at, if not hit.
Hey, so
True.
you're healed. I don't have any.
Noted. Anything else, Stan?
Nope.
Anybody at the end of Stan's turn like to spend their legendary actions for the round?
I activate the half dragon.
You can.
I do.
Okay. All right. Well, she is not going to be able to make it to engagement range, but she will really, really try. Actually, she's going to fly right down next to you and dangle down a heal potion on her way with her sword raised. You hear behind your shoulder and then see it incoming.
Okay.
Right? So she can deliver you one of hers, but cannot make an attack this round.
Thanks.
Wait. She can get. Ha! She has reach. I take it back. She will begin the hurt. Not like that, she's not. Oh.
Oh.
Wow.
Did she pull something?
Just could not get an angle on any of them. None of that. Does have advantage. Oh, that was with advantage. Balls. Never mind. Never mind. With advantage, her highest roll was a 4. Whew. Ouch. Swing and a miss. A lot of whiffing. Yeah. And on that note, we are going to wrap it up for the week. All is not lost, but all is not yet won. We'll see how it goes. Join us next week. We will see you then. In the meantime, if you like what we do, hit the like button. If you'd like to see more of what we do, there's a subscribe button for that. And if you'd like to see it get better, well, so would we. Go ahead and take a visit to our Patreon, see how you can help us out. In the meantime, from all of us here at GameBreakers, everybody say your names.
Allison.
Simon.
David.
Perfect. Have a good game.